Hello, I wanted to talk with you live about the four-part framework that I have come up with to successfully sell my services at $3,000 or more. And for those of you who want to do the same, this is a great conversation for you. I am also making sure I am live in my Facebook group. Okay, perfect. So I wanted to have this conversation. As you guys know, I completely changed my mastermind for this go round because as I've even grown in my own business, I realize that it's not just enough to sell your high ticket services at like $1,500, $1,000. Those things started working really well to increase my income. I was able to actually work with less clients. However, when I started thinking about adding an employee, then it became more of a, well, no, I need actually more money. And I don't really have the capacity to take on an exponentially more amount of clients, but I want to grow my income exponentially. And I really don't feel like I have the bandwidth to do so. And I really don't want to hire a big team. I've never wanted to have some gigantic company. I really just wanted to have independent, financial wealth. And so I had to reshape my mastermind based on the priorities that I had for myself and anyone who's like me in your business, right? So, first of all, I want to talk about kind of a little bit of the background on what things you'll kind of start to see in your business that will kind of tell you, oh, it's time for me to really go beyond just high ticket. One of the biggest things that I noticed in my own business was that I still had to worry about like the next couple of months. Like when I was doing one-on-one coaching, I was always kind of still concerned about, and when I was just doing design, I was always kind of concerned about the next, like, oh, I have to make sure I get more clients for next month. And I have to get clients the next month after that because I'll be running out of income. And it felt like those things that running out of income was coming like back to back to back in my business. And I was thinking, well, I'm selling high ticket, which is what everyone else tells you to do, like sell high ticket. If you just get your prices, increase your prices a little bit, it'll help you. If you just get above $1,000 and stop selling your services at lower prices, that is the thing that's going to help you. And it was kind of right. Like I did increase my prices and I was finally able to, get to a 5-figure month. And that was great. But when you think about what it really takes to actually sustain your lifestyle for like the long term and not feeling the pressure to launch every single month, what it's really going to take are those premium signature services, the ones that cost like a coach, that'll be like your group coaching program, or if it's your one-on-one, it's going to be your higher, your one-on-one should be a higher price point. So it's like at minimum, they have to be in your program for 3 months because that's going to be, $1,500 a month for 3 months. That's a good amount, right? It couldn't just be me getting a $997 client because I would need a bunch of those every single month to keep refilling my pipeline. And it became stressful for me. And when I was a designer, it was even worse because one design client would take me, a month and a half, 2 months to work with. So if I only relied on that one design client at a $5,000 price point, that really wasn't even enough. And I was going to have to increase my capacity, or every single month I had to keep being like, okay, I need more design clients. I need more design clients. I couldn't even really focus on the work that I was doing because I was always so stressed about the next month and what numbers I needed for the next month. And so I wanted to figure out how to get away from that stress. And again, I thought in the beginning that it was just the high ticket prices, but I had been in high ticket all of last year. Last year was the year of me increasing my prices. I came into last year with increased prices, but I still started feeling that pressure by the summer. I was really overworking myself. I was getting a lot of clients though, so I had built up my brand. I had started showing up on video like this. So I really did build up my visibility, which helped. But now I was becoming overwhelmed because I was getting clients, but now I still had to take on too many. So for those of you who don't know, fall of last year, I launched the mastermind, the first version of it, in September. And it was the first time that I had a multi-5-figure launch. In this case, it was, a multi-5-figure month. It was my first time. It was 24,000 and some change that month in income. And I had that money set for 4 months because it was a longer program. And it didn't really click to me just then until I launched my next group coaching program, which was a 3-month program. And that was like a $13,000 launch, but I was also set with those clients for 3 months. So no longer was I looking at, okay, next month is coming, let me hurry up and fill it up. Now I'm good for like 3-4 months. I didn't have to sell anything new since September, really, because I was good, and I was just joining a new coaching program, and the coaching program was making me do all this new stuff that I hadn't done. And I wanted to focus on that coaching program. And it felt so nice to not have to worry about income until January. And how often is it in your business right now that you're good for, 4 months at a time? It's not very often if you're just selling high ticket, because high ticket really does, again, put you at a point. I'm sorry, guys. I hope y'all can still hear me. Can y'all still hear me on live? Can I get a thumbs up if you guys can still hear me? My mom just called. Instagram, I know y'all can hear me, but can you guys hear me on Instagram? Anybody can just say like, yep, we can still hear you. That'll be great. One time my mom called and then nobody could hear me. Okay, I got a little hard. Okay, good. Okay, I got nervous. Okay, so when I launched the mastermind, it showed me that I should, first of all, figure out what signature, like premium signature services I could launch that would give me an influx of income like that, where I can actually focus on doing the work and actually do other things in my business. And again, I knew that it was a premium signature service. Okay, good. And when I say premium, again, I mean, if you're just like a coach or doing a service, $3,000 is a good start for premium. If you're a designer or something like that, like $8,000 plus is going to be your range for what I would consider premium for a designer. When you get to that point, you are really set in your business for long periods of time. And so last year, the focus of the mastermind and my framework was only a 3-part framework last year. It just wasn't enough, because people were still kind of in the same place that I was in over the summer, of still needing to kind of fill their pipelines. And I don't want to help people just fill their pipelines. Everybody right now is helping you with high ticket shit, and I didn't want to do that. So this year, I wanted to specifically focus on just helping coaches, strategists, and done for you service-based entrepreneurs to create and sell aligned premium signature offers and programs in the next 6 months that at minimum would have an investment of that month. Is that over a few months? Hey, Chris, which thing is over a few months? Help me to see that. 24,000 or $10,000? Like, help me. Can you clarify which thing over a few months so I can make sure I answer your question the correct way? And one thing that I wanted, while I'm waiting for Chris to let me know what she means, I also wanted to make sure that I can help people to create programs that leverages your best quality product or service that you offer. Because what you don't want to do is come up with something brand new that's not proven and then try to sell it for $3,000. The $3,000, no, it's for one thing. So you would get that in a month. That's what I mean. So a lot of times we'll create something that we think is a premium offer because, it's something and it's something that we're going to get over a couple of months. But no, I want you to create an offer. If you're going to do a $3,000 for 6 months, nope. So I want you to create something that is a $3,000 like investment for somebody. So I have a group coaching program. For example, Chris, I have a group coaching program. It's $1,500 a month, but it's a minimum of a 3-month investment because it's a 3-month program. So that person is going to pay $4,500, right? I want to make sure that I get more than one person in that, because that's not really sustainable. That's still just selling high ticket, right? As far as I'm concerned, if just one person is paying me $1,500, I'm still in the same position. But I created a group coaching program, which is a premium offer, because now I would get more than one person at that $1,500 mark. So the first time, for example, when I launched it, I said I had a $13,000 launch because one person paid in full, which was a $4,000 payment. And then the other 2 people paid the $4,500. So I had a $13,000 launch with just 3 people, and they all, they're all together. So that's what I mean by that. I don't want you to just have $3,000 for a 6-month period. No, I want one person. So for my mastermind, for example, they invested $6,000 in that program. So that was a $6,000 offer. I hope that makes sense. When I'm talking to you guys about premium signature offers, these are things that are meant to be long-term so that it's predictable income or give you a really big influx of cash because of how valuable the thing is. So either you're going to get like a $10,000 payment, in one fell swoop, or you're going to have someone over the course of a few months paying you every single month, and it'll be multiple people, because that is going to give you the amount of income that you need to feel safe for a few months. So, okay, good. I'm glad this breakdown is helping for those of you who are asking what I mean by that. Okay, good. I'm glad that helped for you as well, Chris. And those are good questions, because I I know you probably hear people talking about, okay, you need to go from a one person to many, like you want to have a product of one to many. So I was always just offering one-on-one coaching last year, but one-on-one coaching really did lock me into only working with one person. So if I didn't get multiple people, I was still struggling for income, which feels bad because I thought that by having a $1,500 a month offer, I was going to be doing better in my business. And I really honestly wasn't. And I don't think enough entrepreneurs are talking about the fact that even when you have a one-on-one coaching client that you finally got your pricing to $1,500+, you are still going to struggle if you don't have the volume. And what I learned about like group coaching programs or VIP days or any of that stuff, hey girl, what I learned about that is that you can teach the same thing to multiple people and get that amount that you would have been getting for one person for 6 people at the same time, which was brilliant to me because I still get to, not only do I get to make an impact on more people, but now I get to hit a 5-figure income month from just launching one time. What I don't think you're thinking about when you're trying to think if you want to have a one-to-one model or a one-to-many model is what that's going to mean for you with your income and how predictable it is. And what I was always so worried about was my capacity. Like, am I going to be able to have a program? Like, I could not have had 6 one-on-one coaching clients that would meet with me every single week for an hour. So I would have 6 hours of my week just taken by talking to 6 different people, right? But if I have a group, if I have a mastermind where I'm only meeting with those 6 people every other week, and then I get to talk to them all at one time, then that cuts my time in half. Instead of me having to meet with them 24 hours in a month, the 6 people, now I only have to meet with them like 12 hours. That cuts my time commitment in half, and I'm still getting the same amount of income. Does that make sense, everybody? So that's why I created this new framework for my mastermind this round, because I need people to learn that either you need to go to a one-to-many model, learn how to do a group coaching program. If you're going to be a coach, if you're a strategist, learn how to do a VIP day, which is 1 day's worth of work, but you're getting a big influx of income. So for example, I have a VIP day. It's a secret offer for me right now, but I'm just going to tell you guys about it so you can understand why I did this. I pulled all of the things that I teach in my coaching program that for someone who doesn't want to have to work with a coach, but just wants someone to do it, I can do all of that for them because I already have everything created. And that's a $3,200 investment at minimum. And I only have to work with that person for essentially 3 hours. I'm giving them all of the value because I'm helping them to make money. So the value is still there, but my time commitment has been cut in a fraction of the time. Now I don't even have to coach for 3 months. I get to work with that one person for essentially 3 hours, do another few hours of work for them, and that's done. And that's how much it would have cost me to work with a person for 2 months straight. Isn't that pretty cool? And so let's talk about the framework for that, because what does it take to really launch an offer that's a $3,000 offer, right? You guys are probably like, okay, well, that works for you, but how did you get to that point? So let's kind of talk about that. You need to be someone if this is going to be a right option for you. First of all, you need to have a service that you're already offering that gets results, and you need to have those results proven. Like whatever framework you're going through, if you're a coach, then that framework needs to work for multiple people. You need to have a lot of results for that. If you're a service provider, a done for you service provider, then you need to have completed that service and have testimonials of how great that service was. It needs to have made a big impact on the person's business. You need to specifically be at the point where you're comfortable speaking about money. A lot of times it's really hard for you to sell something at a higher price point because you're so nervous even having the conversation. If it gives you anxiety to get on the phone to even tell someone how much something of that you're offering costs, you may not be ready to sell something at $3,000, $4,000, $10,000. I mean, you have to walk into that conversation with a lot of confidence. Sorry, my mind went blank. You need to walk into that conversation with a lot of confidence. And I think it took me starting off with high ticket, which was an easier sell, and getting used to seeing people accept that price point to then be comfortable enough to then go to a premium offer with a premium price point. Because I know you go into that conversation with confidence because you've already gotten results for people at the lower price point. So now you believe in yourself a little bit more. And I think it really does take you believing in yourself. Some other criteria before I tell you what the 4-part framework is. You need to be a service provider who wants to actually reduce your offers, if you're the kind of person who wants to launch something new every single month, then what I'm going to be talking about really isn't going to be for you. Because if you wanted to join my mastermind, for example, we're going to be talking about your one premium signature offer for months, because we want to perfect that thing. We want to have a brand behind it. We want people to recognize that thing that you're offering. We want to have a lead magnet talking all about it. We want your focus to be that one thing. And if you're not at the place where you can commit to talking about one thing for a little bit, then my framework isn't going to be for you. I've had a lot of people that I've worked with over the last few months of me being a coach who really are a jack of all trades, Jill of all trades, and they want to do all the things. And I'm like, that is not sustainable to do all of the things unless you have a big team behind you who's setting up your lead magnets and posting to social media and showing up and also executing the service. If you don't have a team behind you, then if you're like me, a solo entrepreneur, you have an OBM or just a VA, you don't have a big enough team to be doing all of the things. You need to figure out what sells the best for you, what you're really great at doing, and focusing on that. And you need to be someone who's already making $4,000 to $8,000 at bare minimum a month already, because I didn't start going into, creating these premium signature offers until I was already making 5 figures a month. The reason is for that I'm saying that is because when you go to reducing all of your options, if you're the kind of person who had like 5 offers, like I had at 1.7 different offers, I had a lot of options for making money, right? But all of those things weren't selling really well. But if I took one of those away, the more I took away of those, the less opportunities I had to make money from those things. So I had to expect that when I focused on one offer, my income opportunities were going to be cut in half, cut into a fraction. And if you're not already in a position of making money consistently, that fraction, taking away that option of you selling something else is actually going to be kind of difficult. It's stressful. I can tell you that now. So I'm just being honest with you. So let's talk about the framework. That was my biggest problem. The money is in the niche activity. Good point, Ashanti. So Ashanti on Instagram said that niching is the thing that's going to give you the money. And it really is. We all know that basically everyone on this live, everyone on Facebook, we all are working basically in industries that a bunch of other people are probably working in. I'm not saying they're just like us, but I'm saying that to the naked eye, to the average consumer, we all seem to be doing the same exact thing. And if you don't have any brand authority doing anything very special within your industry, then you are going to become a commodity. And for those of you who are not finance experts, like I'm not one either, I was like, what the hell is a commodity? But think about searching for a internet service provider. You would take internet from anyone as long as the internet was good in your area, and you would probably base your decision off of price point, because there's so many internet service providers around. You don't really need just anyone in particular. You want the one that's the cheapest, that's still going to give you a signal, right? You don't want to be just I go for the cheapest person. That's how a lot of those people on like Fiverr and all these other little websites, they get so much business. It's because they're cheap. You don't want to be the cheap person. You want to be the person who has the best stuff, who does it different, and who makes the biggest impact. And that's what you get when you have a premium signature service, because what I teach you in my framework is how to find the thing that you actually make the biggest impact doing, and then honing in on that skill, because that will become your niche. You want to be the person that's not just, I help I don't want to be the person that like, I just help female entrepreneurs. I want to be like, I only help female entrepreneurs who are course creators, who are serving other business owners. I want to be so specific. I only help people to create courses in Kajabi. You don't want to be the person who just does everything and anything, because it's going to be really hard for you to get the right people. If you have a gigantic net but all in the ocean and all you're trying to catch are crab, you're still going to get a bunch of fish because your net is too wide. But if you only put the net in the spot where crabs go every single day, then you're going to just get the crabs, which is what you wanted, right? You want to throw your net, cast your net where the people that you actually want to catch are coming to you. That's how I think about it. So let's talk about the framework. So it's a 4-part framework. Chris, I'm glad you niched down. I had to niche down too. So my mastermind was kind of like, if you just want to sell high ticket services, I got you. And as long as you're a service-based entrepreneur, there's a bunch of service-based entrepreneurs and everybody wants to sell something that's high ticket. that was not specific enough. That's actually why I changed my mastermind. Like, I'm only helping you sell premium signature services at $3,000 or more. That means I'm going to get a certain type of client, right, for this program. Okay, so let's talk about the framework. 4-part framework. Phase 1 of going to a service that you can sell at $3,000 or more. So I'm going to say this the last time. That's what I mean when I say premium signature offer. It means it's at minimum $3,000. If you're a designer or creative, it's like probably like $8,000 plus. To get to that point, phase 1, you need to solidify your expertise and your unique offer. In this phase is where I help you identify your best performing offer or your program so we can figure out how to get even bigger results from that thing and turn it into a game-changing offer. This is an important step because I feel like a lot of us skip this step. It's like, okay, I want to now just do this program. Well, what's your program promise going to be? Have you gotten a bunch of people to those results? What was the criteria for the people that you've gotten results for? Did everyone get the same results, or did only a few of those people get the results? From the few who got the results, what were they doing? What are their characteristics? What are their demographics? How long were you working with them? I need you to know the nitty-gritty of your offer, because that is how you create a premium signature offer. It needs to be extremely proven. I'm not paying you $10,000 if you've only had one client result and you've only helped one person and they weren't even in my industry. That doesn't make me feel safe. But if all of your clients were also coaches, then I'm going to probably flock to your program. Chris said, I paid attention to who I was attracting for one-on-one and found the similarities. Exactly. When I moved on to my mastermind this time and with my other group coaching program, I looked at my top 3 best performing clients and saw what I helped them with, what was their problem that they came in with, what were their pain points, so I could talk about that in my content. What exactly did I help them with in my one-on-one offer? What were the results? And have I gotten those results for another person or two, right? And when I started looking at that, that became my offer. Okay, so that's phase 1, solidify your expertise and your unique offer, right? So phase 2 of the program is build an authentic and trustworthy reputation. So you all know that I'm very big on authenticity, connection. This is why I show up on lives. It's why most of my content is video content. It's because I want to build a connection with people. I want to talk to you, but also I'm not spending 5 figures on someone I don't know. Honestly, I don't know about you, but I don't throw away $10,000 on someone I don't know. And neither are any of the people on the internet. Consumers are actually very smart nowadays. We can do research. And one thing we're not going to do is talk to strangers. I'm not going to give you my money. So I want to help you in my program. This is why this is a big part of the program, is once you know what you're trying to sell, you got to build connections with these people who are going to buy the thing. Before you start trying to sell to them, build a connection first, because that's how you get the sales, right? So you're going to learn how to deeply connect with ideal clients through shared values, your unique perspectives, but also you're going to become a reliable resource of no BS information that actually transforms the way people think. A lot of us think that in order to sell, we need to do like how-to content and educational content. I don't know if a lot of you have already been following me, but I'm not really big on the how-to educational content, because I'm not personally trying to be Google or Pinterest for you. I'm trying to help you make drastic changes in your life. I'm trying to make an impact on your business. And I can't make an impact if I'm just teaching you how to use Instagram. I'm not going to make an impact if I'm teaching you the ABCs and 1, 2, 3s of owning a business. No, I need to teach you how to sell shit better. I need to teach you how to, make more money in your business. I need to help you make an impact. And I can't do that if I'm just giving you ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. You need to actually be making an impact with people. So I teach you how to create that kind of content, because that's the content that's going to make you stick out. If I'll give an example. Every designer comes up with the content like, this is what a logo is, and here's why logos are important. If 20,000 website designers are just talking about the importance of like your logo and the importance of having a website, then I'm just going to pick whichever one of those people have a pretty website and they got the cheapest price. What I would rather do, though, is find that one person who has created a template that's specifically for people who are coaches like me, who have just gotten some traction in their business and now they need to upgrade their brand. Like, I want someone that talks to me like that and helps me understand the importance of upgrading your visual identity, right? And I'm not going to so you need to start thinking about, okay, am I giving people just Pinterest, Google information, or am I teaching them something different that's going to make them have to come back and talk to me? And I would rather people have to come back and talk to me. When someone wants to learn about high ticket or premium branding, so many people invite me for speaking engagements. I get to be a guest coach in so many programs because that's all I talk about. And I'm not just telling you the stuff that anybody could Google or look up. I go to YouTube University to find. It's going to be something unique. You want to be the person that people have to come to because you're the specialist. It's kind of like you're the neurosurgeon. You're not just the general practitioner. You're not the general physician. You're not the family doctor. No, I am a neurosurgeon and I can help you with X, Y, and Z disease, right? You want to be the person, the specialist that people have to come to. And I want to help you in this phase to create the kind of content that people have to come to you for. So then phase 3, so once you get the content, you're building the visibility, you figured out the kick-ass program that you're going to offer, you know that you vetted it out, you know that you can get results, you can prove that you can get the results. Now I want you to create a recognizable brand. So phase 3 is recognizable brand. I help you create in this phase a cohesive and consistent brand identity that aligns with your personality and the taste of your ideal clients. But more importantly, I want you to become a consistent community presence via video that amplifies your best content to reach a bigger audience. The importance of this piece of it, and this is why I actually have my entry-level program with the video visibility, is because high ticket, like anything that costs over $1,000 is an emotional purchase for anyone. But imagine if it's emotional to spend $1,500, guess how emotional they have to be how emotionally connected to you that they have to be to spend $3,000, right? $5,000, $10,000. They have to have some really big, important goal that they're trying to achieve. And they need to really have a connection with your face. I talked about visibility, right? Building a trustworthy reputation. Well, this is the part where they need to be seeing you. I think a lot of people don't realize how important it is for you to actually be a presence, a consistent presence. Most of the clients that I get when I ask them during the decision-making call or compatibility calls, like, hey, what made you be interested in my program? It's not even necessarily what the hell I'm selling. They're like, oh, I loved your video content. You were a guest coach in the program that I was in. The fact that they kept seeing me on video helped them to see how I would be as a teacher, how engaged I would be with them if I had to talk with them every single week. Do you even want to hear my voice every single week? Those things help people to build an emotional connection with you. This is not tricking them into working with you. This is not reverse psychology. This is just pure connection. And you actually want to make sure that people see you as an authority in your space. Again, you don't want to be the person that just anybody could have that same exact message and they could be just anyone. You want the message to be very unique to you and you want them to see you and hear that from you. And then the fourth phase of this is scalable systems and premium processes. So you're trying to sell something for $3,000, $5,000. You got to have your shit together, right? The foundation of your business, the back end needs to be able to sustain the now high ticket price point that the premium price point that you're selling it at. And you need to be able to strategically automate parts of your business because you will be, in fact, getting more business or more the kind of business that your whole business is staked on you getting clients for the service, right? You need to keep that reputation up. You need to be ready to scale your income and you need to be ready to show them that this premium service has a premium experience. And also, if you ever want to hire people like a contractor or an actual employee, like my mom is starting with me next month, I will have my first employee. You need to actually have systems and things in place to give that client a good experience, but also to make sure that if you hired someone else, they could come in and start working with you and know exactly what to do. So the path to success in this program, if you want to successfully sell and consistently sell your things at premium price points, I kind of built this path to success for the mastermind. So for those of you who don't know, I'm in the middle of launching my mastermind, the Revolutionary CEO Mastermind, where I'm helping strategists, coaches, and service-based entrepreneurs to sell their services or programs at a premium price point of at least $3,000 or more. And the reason that I'm doing this is because in my own experience with my business, I hit six figures. I made $120,000 last year. In my first full year of business, I quit my full-time job, which was really stressful. I quit it in July. And the thing that I stressed out about was just making sure, even though I was making 5 figures every single month, I was always so fearful of what if it doesn't happen the month after that? So I wanted to be in a position where I had predictable income coming in for months at a time that I could verify via contracts or people paying in full, and knowing that I was set for a few months. So the reason I created the mastermind is to help other entrepreneurs to feel that safety of having income, predictable income coming in without you actually overworking. I used to spend a lot of time just not getting any sleep. And it was because the price point wasn't at a place where I could get any sleep. I needed to take on all those clients. So I wanted wanted to take some of the pressure off of that. So the path to success in the program is, first, we start by repackaging your most profitable offer to create that premium signature offer that gets big results, creates more impact, and allows you to work with fewer clients if you so choose. Then we actually map out and plan a winning launch strategy that will keep leads knocking on your virtual doors or sliding into your DMs, ready to work with you, because that's important. You want to create a system where people are actually coming to you, because it's also difficult as a solo entrepreneur or someone with a very small team to get the kind of leads doing outbound marketing, meaning you're the one sliding in DMs, you're the one, liking a bunch of stuff and going through hashtags. That strategy takes a lot of work, and I don't have time for that personally. I don't know about you guys. Okay, so I help you to come up with a strategy that actually brings those people to you. I actually do not fish for leads ever. I might have to do it one day, but for now I don't have to, and it's been beautiful. I used to have to do that. I hated it. So the third step to this, on the path to success for this program, is we implement and document all of your processes so that you can strategically automate parts of your business and prepare it to scale income without you actually increasing your workload or burning out. We're going to create a premium client and lead experience that rivals places like luxury shops, because I feel like, when I think of like luxury shopping, when you go in, they have like the champagne for you. When you're done checking out, they like walk you to your car or walk around the counter and hand you the bag. They're folding everything. They're practically pressing it for you. They're steaming it in the damn store. I want to help people create those kinds of experiences for their clients, because that's the thing that gets you the money, right? And gets people coming back, talking about their experience, so that they give you like that word of mouth marketing. So I want to help you to create that premium level experience that really comes with the expectation of spending that much money with you. And I want to help you build brand authority around your zone of genius to really magnify your reach and boost your visibility so that ideal clients will trust and choose you over your competitors. And then the last step that I feel like is the path to success in this program is creating repeatable, strategy-focused systems to launch and sell that signature offer with ease every single time. I know I'm talking a lot, so if you guys have questions about premium signature offers, please feel free to ask. I'm in the Facebook group. I can't see where my video is. I have no idea where it is. I hope you guys can see me. One of the things that I really enjoy about having premium signature offers is every single time I need to launch it, I already have a system in place. I already knew what type of video content I needed to post. I already had a sales page. I had thank you pages. I already have a system in place for onboarding the client. I know where I'm going to order the welcome gifts. I have a budget for that. Like, I have all these systems in place. When they log, as soon as they pay, they automatically get access to ClickUp, and all of these things are like step 1, step 2, step 3. They book their call with me. Like, all of those things are kind of happening in the background. I have a lead magnet for them. So every time it's time for me to start promoting it, I have something that's going to bring me an influx of leads every time I want to talk about it. I have Pinterest pins. I have literally everything that I need. I have a highlight on my Instagram that takes them through the entire buyer's journey of my offer. It lives evergreen. Like, you want that type of stuff to be happening for you. If you go to my YouTube channel, all those videos sit there as well. So no matter where you're coming from to learn about Atelier Letitia, my business, when you come to my business looking at any offer, there's an entire path to success that I have. And it takes everyone through a full buyer's journey, and that experience is ready to go. And it's just me. I do not have an OBM. I do not have an assistant. I've been doing this all by myself. And so it's nice to just get up and say, okay, this month I'm launching so-and-so program, and so-and-so program is ready to go. All of my PowerPoint presentations are exactly the same every single time, because I'm teaching the same thing. It's a framework, a solid framework. Oh, thanks, Carla. You need me to do it. Girl, I literally, Carla said, I need you. It's so funny because I just launched Carla, I'm just telling a quick story. I launched a secret offer that's not really launching until a few months from now. But this girl that I really wanted in my mastermind, because she was an ideal client, put herself on the wait list, but then she didn't apply. So I'm like, hey, I just wanted to check on you to see why you didn't apply. Do you have questions about the mastermind? And she was like, well, no, I don't feel like I need the system set up, because she already had everything. She has an OBM. So her systems and backend was set up, but she just needed help with the launch. And so I have an offer that I'm about to launch probably in April. And I'm like, well, can I tell you about my VIP day? Because I know a lot of people don't have time for my coaching program. This is a 6-month mastermind, by the way. I know a lot of people don't have time for the mastermind, but they know that the way I go through content and my launch strategy is different from everyone else's. So I told her about it. I'm like, I actually have an offer that just is me helping you come up with the entire strategy for your launch. And I'm there with you for 3 weeks of it, right? And so I ended up working with her because she was like, I need whatever you're doing for your business. I need it to happen for me. And I don't have time for your coaching program. So it just made me laugh seeing you say that, because this is what I do, y'all. But I do this in my coaching program because I feel like a lot of business owners either feel the pressure of hiring a staff when you're not ready to really be a CEO like that. Like, I'm not ready to, I don't want to manage people. I want to just do what I love and not go broke. So anyway, this is why I have the mastermind. So for those of you who are wondering kind of, again, like what's included with it, what happens when you join. So someone's already in the program. I just launched it officially this week. Right away, you get access to me as your coach, because the program itself, like, we're not going to be meeting as a group until March the 18th, but you get access to a coach right now. I've already helped my current mastermind person who just enrolled this week. She's already been talking with me. She has a photo shoot coming up. I've already helped her kind of walk through what she's wearing. We've already been talking every single day just about, because I wanted to be your coach right away. Like, let's get started. What do you have right now? She's already had a kickoff call with me. Like, we're getting down to business. I don't have time to play around. So right away, when you join with me, you get access to me on Voxer for the mastermind, but you also get to do your kickoff call where we basically strategize your entire signature offer, the premium signature offer that you're going to be doing in the program. We kind of talk about the whole thing. Another thing that comes with the program, I'd like to have a lot of guest coaches. So in the last mastermind, that's something that I am bringing to the new one. We had like guest coaches that teaches you every aspect of business. We had a pricing mindset, like a premium pricing, like mindset coach to help you to overcome any mindset blocks that you have with charging more money or being willing to accept money. A lot of people just have a lot of things that have come from their childhood and past traumas when it comes to, like, you know, money mindsets. We had a money mindset coach. We had a finance person come on. When I started making more money, I did not realize how much taxes I would owe. And I was doing so many things wrong with my finance. I thought because QuickBooks was always, you know, reconciled, I was doing great. I was not. So we had a person come on and talk about finance with your business. The more money you make, you need to be real careful with your money. I'm like switching over to an S Corp because I have this expert. We had somebody come on and talk about like intuitive sales. I have never been the kind of person that's going to be like a sleazy salesperson, but sales are very important for your business. You still have to be a salesperson. And so I wanted someone to come on and talk about intuitively doing sales. And I had a Dubsado expert come on and talk about the systems that you need to put in place and how to create workflows. So just little things like that, I feel like adds an extra value to a mastermind. It's the fun part. You get 2 groups of coaching sessions a month and 2 one-on-one calls. We're doing a virtual retreat. So our virtual retreat is coming up. I think it's next week. It is next week, Friday. We have a mixologist that's going to be teaching us how to make alcohol. I'm sending boxes with all of the alcohol and all the stuff in the mixes. It's all being sent to their home. So it's really exciting. I'm really excited about the mastermind. So for those of you who have been interested or kind of looking at it, the link is in my bio for you to, we have decision-making calls. I like to give you an opportunity to really, you get a benchmark assessment, first of all, to kind of see if it's something that you need. It goes over the entire framework in detail, like the whole back end of my framework that I kind of gave you guys a little bit of an overview, that 4-part framework. Each part of the framework has 3 major criteria that you need to be able to accomplish in order to get through that part of the framework. And so if you apply for the mastermind, you actually get access to seeing the full benchmark assessment. So you can do a self-score and see, is this something I need or I'm good? I'm really excited about that. And the last thing, a mixologist, holy smokes, you're creative with your client experience. I've worked for virtual companies for a long time. Before I quit my job, I was basically virtual for like 2 years. And it was because I was a marketing manager. We're the ones that come up with all the fun stuff, right? We're the ones that plan the company events. We make all the company swag. We're the ones that buy all that stuff. We go to all the company trade shows. So my whole job was me coming up with fun things. And I don't want my retreat to be like, we're learning more stuff. We already learned for 6 damn months. Let's do something fun. And a big part of the reason why I love doing the mastermind is the community. Like everyone in the group is like friends. Like we all talk all the time. They were only in it for 4 months. Now it's 6 months, but we're like friends. And I don't want it to be stiff. I want to have fun. I want to shoot the shit with my friends. I want to have drinks. I want to be drunk and play games and have fun. So a big part of the big part and the draw of my mastermind has always been the community. In the last group, it was 6 people. I only accept 6 people for every round, and we're like family in that group. They've all been on each other's podcasts. They collaborate with one another. We share contractors. It's one of the best experiences of my life having that group. And I've been in a mastermind myself. It's why I wanted to do mastermind. The mastermind was my first premium signature offer as a coach. I had a premium design package that was an $8,000 package. It was my first time ever having a premium signature offer, but my first premium offer for my coaching business has been the mastermind. And it's because I had been in a mastermind and I talked to all of those women basically, and we collaborate to this day. And I feel like it's been one of the ways that I've actually grown my business is having trusted partners who can tell me like, where am I going wrong in my business? Well, what have you tried? Who are you working with? Who did you have do your website? Who's the person that wrote your copy? Like, I like that I have people like that in my corner that I can trust, that understand what it's like to be an online business owner. I feel like we don't really get that kind of community, and our family and friends are very supportive for our businesses, I'm sure, but what they don't understand and recognize is what it's really like to have an online business if they don't have one. And so I feel like being in situations like this with a mastermind, you really get that kind of feel and you really have your people. Chris said, I love my mastermind group. I love masterminds. Carla, this has been one of the best lives I've watched in a long time. Oh, thank you, Carla. You've been super sweet. Thank you so much for, participating and kind of sharing, questions. So last thing I want to wrap up with, guys, I really appreciate your time. If you guys don't have any questions about premium signature offers, if you do, please ask them. I love to answer questions. But last thing, because I'm still promoting my stuff, decisions and so the decision-making calls for the mastermind have to be done because enrollment closes on March the 5th. So I'm not rushing anyone, but there's 5 spots left because someone's already in. And I only accept 6 women in the program. I like to keep it kind of small so that everyone really gets a lot of my time and attention. We can really get to know each other. So enrollment for this closes on March the 5th, and I have to close applications then because we start on the 18th and we have to still do kickoff calls. If you're interested, but you have questions, then feel free to DM me any questions. But the link in my bio is there for you to apply. If you want to look at my highlight, there's a highlight called probably CEO. I don't know, maybe it's RC. I don't know what it says. I think it's CEO. No, it's called Mastermind. There's a highlight called Mastermind, and it's all about the mastermind. Like, it has testimonials. I'm starting to fill those in. There's a video from someone, so check it out. Oh, Chris, I'm glad that you finally caught me live. I'm going to follow you now because you've been so fun and participating. Hopefully nobody on my Facebook had questions. I don't ever know where the little Facebook bubble goes now, so I never can find the Facebook people. Anyway, I will post this replay for anyone who cares to go back and watch it. And I really appreciate your time, guys. Thank you so much for participating and hanging out with me. Bye. Bye, Facebook.